Good afternoon, everyone. This is Demetrius Woods with you here tonight. We welcome you guys to the Eagles Nest here in Putnam County, Eatonton, Georgia, where we have our hometown Lady War Eagles are playing host to the Northeast Macon Lady Raiderettes. And we have a 2-1 ball game so far, as the Raiderettes just made one of 2 free throws as they go for the deep three-pointer. Kayla Butts with a rebound out to Brianna Mullis. And to the other side we go. Marnisha Hurt with a wild layup does not go, as number 11 for Northeast Macon, Raina Porter, brings it down the floor. And a foul call, pushing in the back on the Northeast Raiderettes, and it will result in a Putnam County basketball. Tonight is the battle of the undefeated teams. Our girls are undefeated, as well as Northeast Macon as far as the region play goes. So the winner tonight will gain a number 1 spot in the region, as Shakidra Ellison misses that layup under the goal. But we get the offensive rebound, so we'll bring out Delandria as she gets tied up, hands it off to Marnisha Hurt, who is on the right side. Kayla Butts with the drive, kicks it out to Shakidra, and the 3 is off the mark, but off of the hands of number 25 from Northeast, Kiana McElroy, one of the 2 McElroy sisters. So it will remain Putnam County basketball. And they get the steal under the goal, as 15 for Northeast gives it up to Raina Porter, who is the head of this dominant offense from Northeast Macon. They're a great offensive team, as Kayla Butts gets her 2nd foul of the night in just 2.5 minutes. So she's already in foul trouble, as Angelica Garnett will come off the bench to retrieve her. And a nice jumper there by number 30, Kenesha McElroy, the other McElroy sister. Shakidra Ellison with a nice move, gives it off to Brianna Mullins. She bounds in and misses the shot, but she will go to the line for 2. And she's been a great part of the free throw shooting for Putnam County this year. The last 2 games that we cast, she's been the leading free throw shooter, pretty much the only free throw shooter, as her down low presence makes that a big factor for Putnam, as she drains the first one to tie the game up here. So she'll try to take the 2nd lead of the game for our War Eagles with this free throw. And it does not go, but we get the offensive board by Angelica Garnett. And back to Brianna, and the layup is good. The Northeast is going to slow the ball down here as they come across half court. Our Lady War Eagles were victorious last Friday against Taylor County. That was an away game down in Taylor. So, again, our girls are undefeated, and we are very proud of our girls. Hopefully they can keep that up tonight, as they'll probably face one of the better competitors of the region, aside from Bleckley County. We get the steal there, so Shakidra over to Brianna Mullis, and a nice Euro step there. Does not go, but a jump ball, and it will go Northeast Macon's way. So we'll head back down the other end of the floor. We're happy to say that Linderica Brundage is off the injury reserve list. She had a knee injury to start the season, and she was recovering from it, as well as Rakina Griffin. So to see that they're both somewhat healthy is a great sign for our War Eagles, as they can be a very, very strong asset in the playoffs. As Manisha Hurt, full speed ahead, brings it back out, gives it up Yolundri, over to Brianna, down the lane it goes, and no good. As the defensive rebound over to Kenesha McElroy. And Raina Porter with the jumper does not go. And a three does not go. So after the missed three-pointer there by Zalisha Graham, the ball will remain on this side as it travels out of bounds on Putnam. Raina Porter inbounds, a wide open three-point shooter, and it goes. Kind of skeptic as to how she got that shot off on an inbound play. She was wide open in the corner, and Raina Porter with the steal. She drives all the way to the lane, but misses the layup as Brianna gets the rebound. Excuse me, that's Brittany Simmons with the rebound there, and Shakidra Ellison gets tied up by two Northeast Macon Raiderettes, and the ball will remain Putnam's. Now here to join me is Michael Bachin, my other partner in crime, coming from soccer practice, I assume?
Yeah, I'm coming for soccer practice, coming from picking up my brother from soccer practice. We recently sold our car, and so we only have one car as of right now, so we're just trying to make it work.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm just getting here. What's going on, Demetrius?
Well, I mean, we're over halfway through the quarter now, and it's been a pretty back and forth game. A couple of missed free throws from both teams as Raina Porter walks on that play, so that's another turnover for Northeast. There are Kiana and Kenesha McElroy.
Right.
They're both starters. They're sisters on this squad, and they seem to be pretty good factors, as well as Raina Porter, as the Kenesha, the second McElroy sister, is called for the foul there. So how was soccer practice?
It was all right. My dad's coaching, so it's pretty
Awesome.
great. So I'm enjoying it. You had baseball workouts?
Yes, sir, I did, and I had to go to work real quick, and my girlfriend and I got some Chick-fil-A while we were there, so that was pretty awesome.
2-3 if it goes.
And it's good. 8-6 ball game now as we close in on about a minute and a half to go in this game.
Marnisha Hurt drains the three.
So you have your starting five on the court there's three starters on the court. Kiana Reed and Brittany Simmons are both on the floor as that foul, and it goes. Wow, what a shot that was. I mean, she kind of got that shot off in the nick of time there for the foul.
And so at the line is number 30, Kenesha McElroy. Oh, no good.
The and one shot does not go. Rebounded by Marnisha Hurt, who will bring it up the floor. She's always had a fast pace.
I know.
Brianna gets it back out to Marnisha, over to Brittany. Brittany with the drive down the side, and it's stolen. And a foul there. Kiana gets tangled up with a Northeast Raiderette, as that is our fourth foul here in the quarter.
Northeast this is a region game, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, I also informed our audience, man, that this is the battle of the undefeated, so this should be a great matchup. Besides, coming off of a win in Taylor County, this should be a great game. I mean, the biggest competition was Bleckley,
right,
that our girls have had to face for the most part. So we're hoping to pull out another win here as we prepare for the region playoffs.
Stolen. Fast break.
Marnisha over to Shakidra with a nice pass with a lay-in.
So the girls take a 2-point lead with half a minute left in the ball game, or left in the first quarter of the ball game. Excuse me.
Yeah, Brianna Mullis actually took 2 free throws, of course.
Go figure.
Early on here. She actually missed one, which is very surprising. She doesn't really miss free throws that much since that running kill that coach gave them
Right.
a couple weeks back before Christmas break. And the 3 does not go for Northeast, and that will close the quarter as our girls have a 2-point lead after going down 3-0. And we will be right back to you guys right after this. How are you? Pretty good, man. I got out of practice about 4. And we're back, guys, here after a first quarter of play. Again, our girls up 10-8. Shakidra inbounds to Marnisha. We'd like to give a special thanks as Raina Porter steals that ball right out of Marnisha's hand, but misses her second layup of the night. Excuse me, well, we'd like to thank our diamond sponsor, Shoppers Pharmacy, as that nice jumper is drained by Brittany Simmons. We'd like to thank Shoppers Pharmacy, as well as Farmers and Merchants Bank, along with Marble Works out on Lake Oconee.
This number 11, Raina Porter, the point guard, that's number 22, is fouled on her way up. She's one feisty point guard.
Oh my God, you took the words right out of my mouth. Like you've been here for what, 5 minutes, and you've already realized that. And I wanted to say that early on. I mean, she's very feisty, and she takes control of the game when she has the ball in her hand, and that's always a good trait to have as a point guard.
Right. The way she just like whips passes around like it's nothing. Closing up the first quarter, she was trying to put the moves on Marnisha Hurt, and she just to drain the clock. But that's very interesting to me. One of the shortest person on the court, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think you're exactly right. Kiana Reed was replaced just now by Brittany Simmons as Linderica Brundage, Linderica Brundage, who I just mentioned that has come off the injury reserve list, which I said early on was great to hear. She attempted that 3-point but missed. She goes out to contest that shot off the backboard. Shakidra Ellison with the rebound, who will bring it up the court. Linderica to the far side of your screen as Shakidra Ellison can't handle the pass, jump ball, and it will remain Northeast ball as Raina Porter is down on the floor in the middle of the action there. I don't know how much of a stretch this would be, but I'm a big-time LSU fan, and last year we had an amazing cornerback, or LSU had an amazing cornerback. His name was Tyrann Matthew.
Right.
And his nickname was the Honey Badger. And I just really want to call her. Oh, and she takes. Oh, wow.
Nope. It's going to be a blocking foul.
Man.
On number 25.
Looked like Raina Porter was in position to take that charge, but maybe she was in the neutral zone there.
Right.
Down in the paint, which Brianna Mullis will get 2 more free throws under her belt, as she's already 1 of 2. And now 1 of 3.
I was walking up the soccer practice and need to go put some stuff downstairs in my locker. And as I walk in, I into this gym, I see nothing but red and blue pennies as Brianna misses her second free throw, her third of the night, and I saw red and blue pennies everywhere. All Putnam County girls players, all taking free throws, and I was just like, Coach was not kidding when she said she stresses the importance of these free throws.
Oh, definitely not, man. That can definitely make or break you. Now, if we lose by, I'm not going to blame anything on Brianna or anything. But
Right.
if we lose by 3 tonight, I mean, those three missed free throws could be that game changer, you know.
Right.
But I think, you know, in any competition, you never want it to come down to the wire like that. As Brittany Simmons fouls Kanisha McElroy, and she'll go to the line for 2, but you never want the game to come down to just one play.
Right.
You know, and those will really eat a person up, you know, after the game. You know, it's always, you know, what if I made that free throw, or, you know, what if I took that charge or something like that. So you never want those what ifs at the conclusion of the game if it results in a loss.
Right. I was glad to see that free throws were being stressed. It was at the end of practice, because when I'd come back, they were wrapping it up. So I was definitely impressed. Look at Raina Porter.
As Shakidra Ellison with a not so good pass there to the inside of the paint. It's intercepted. Raina Porter. A lot of energy out there on the court from Raina Porter. It seems to send this vibe to the rest of her team that they've got to send a message to Putnam County that they are the #1 team in the region.
Kanisha.
But our girls are not backing down. We're playing good defense, making them take long, deep shots.
Right.
Has a nice pass there to Shakidra over to Linderica, and it goes for the biggest lead of the ball game now.
I'm glad to see Linderica as
And
Northeast.
that will result in a Cynthia Booker head coach for the Northeast Macon Raiderettes timeout. It will be a full timeout.
I'm glad to see Linderica getting a couple touches on the ball, coming off the injury reserve list, and glad to see she can put one in.
Yeah, man, her knee was really bummed out early on this season. She was hopeful, but she was very doubtful that she'd get to play this soon, you know, as we are a little over halfway of the season. We'd also like to add that our next game, if we are both available, our next game will be 2 Saturdays from now. Or no. This Saturday. Our next game will be this Saturday.
Okay.
In Morgan County. So we'll
Sweet.
probably know later on tonight, close to the conclusion of the boys' game, whether or not we'll be able to stream that game for you guys. So that's a rivalry game against Morgan County. Our girls beat them here, and they got the best of our boys. So our boys are looking for revenge, and our girls are looking to stay undefeated as we look to win that game. But the day before that, which is this Friday, we go to Jasper County to fight against the Monticello Purple Hurricanes. So if you want to go out, if you're near Jasper County, you can go watch that game.
It's going to be interesting. This will be our first game from an away studio. We'll be streaming from the Morgan County Gymnasium. Linderica grabs it.
Oh, nice pass to the inside. Can't complete the finish. And that might have been a foul there by Brianna Mullis, but is not called. Raina Porter takes the free throw. Does not go. And Brittany Simmons intercepted.
Throws it away. Up off the high glass. Number 25, Kiana McElroy. See both McElroy girls definitely making an impact on this game for Northeast. As Shakidra almost loses it. Toss it to Linderica. Out to Brittany Simmons. No good.
Now that sequence did result in a missed shot, but I think that was some good ball movement.
Definitely.
Before and after Shakidra Ellison got wrapped up there here in the top of the half-court line.
Right.
Raina Porter tries to go to a right kick ball on Yolanda Baines.
Good old reactions.
It'll remain Northeast ball as Zalisha Graham comes in to replace one of the McElroy sisters, Kanisha. I wonder how nice must it be to have the opportunity to start a game alongside your sister.
Right.
You know? I mean, I think that's just
Definitely
the coolest thing ever. And I don't think they're twins, so they're at least a year or two.
Laundry for three, no good.
That shot doesn't go. She gets her own rebound there. Back out to Yolandria, over to Linderica, over to Shakidra. She'll go back to the top as Yolandria will set it back up. Shakidra.
Nice passing. Down low to Brianna. No good. Short.
I don't think Brianna had much awareness as to where she was on that play, but there was a jump ball call, and it will be Putnam ball.
But definitely, as you were saying, playing alongside your sister, I bet it's a great experience. I can only imagine being able to play alongside my younger brother if he had been old enough, even my cousin Sean back when he played soccer.
Right.
It's a sweet moment. I mean, it kind of makes you, I bet they reminisce about times when they were younger and they would just play in their front yard or.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see. I would definitely want to compete.
Right.
Just to be the best sibling, and I think you'd learn from each other. Being at practice with each other every day and going home and doing the same thing.
Right.
So, as Raina Porter got away with a carry there, as she put the ball on her hip and re-dribbled, Kiana Reed will come in to replace Shakidra Ellison.
Or not.
Excuse me, no. Or not, yes. She will replace Brianna Mullis.
2.5 minutes left in the first half of play.
And the shot is no good.
Settled down by Brittany Ellison, but she loses control of it. It's going to remain Raiderette basketball.
As number 22 drains the jumper to give our guest their second lead of the game. And Derek out to Shakidra, a long deep pass there, kind of dangerous. Shakidra doesn't take the good pass, but it trails out of bounds, and it will remain War Eagle basketball.
Yolandria to take the inbound pass. Out to Shakidra, to Linderica, out to Yolandria for three. No good. But Brittany Simmons with the rebound. Shakidra for three. Brittany Simmons with the rebound. Oh, almost gets it to Kiana Reed. Isolating
wide open over here on the right.
And Brittany Simmons shows them how to put the ball in the net after grabbing 2 offensive rebounds in that sequence.
That was great ball movement by our girls.
Right. Great job by Kiana Reed to isolate herself with the basketball. Down low.
I think that's one thing about
blocks.
As a nice block shot there by Brittany Simmons.
Getting it done on both sides of the court. As you were saying, Demetrius.
No, I was saying, though, that was one of the downfalls to being double teaming and triple teaming a girl or any player on the court. That leaves other people open. And with the right amount of ball movement, that results in just an easy layup. That's just like we saw on the other end of the floor as Northeast makes another three-pointer there. And that's Trinice King off the bench to make that shot to give Northeast a 2-point lead. With just under a minute to go in the first half. Linderica out over to Brittany Simmons, who was fouled.
Reaching and foul. Putnam County not in the bonus, so they will take the inbound pass. Yolandria Baines. I like the way they line up in this conga line fashion. And as soon as Yolandria hits the ball, they break apart.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. A Dwayne Wade move there. off the back of a defender and drains the layup. Man, I hope we got that on camera. That was beautiful.
That's one for the highlight reel later on the night. Definitely impressed.
Stolen. ESPN Top 10 as Kiana Reed gives it to Shakidra. And, too hard there. And Kiana fouls Kanisha McElroy, as that will result in a 1-and-1 bonus shot. So they will go to the free throw line, as we're just under a half a minute here in the first half.
A 1-and-1 bonus shot. What's that? That's
a 1-and-1 bonus shot.
Never heard of it before.
A 1-and-1 simply means, if she makes the first one, she gets the second one.
Right.
If she misses the first one, then everybody has an opportunity to rebound the ball.
Right.
And head back up the floor.
Never heard of that before.
That's usually how it goes when one team is in the bonus.
Oh, okay.
To my knowledge.
Never seen an NBA. Rakina Griffin checks in, number 50.
And she makes that one. As you saw then, all the girls were ready to rebound that one, but she did make it.
Right.
So
is there like a lane violation if you break?
Not on 1-and-1.
Okay.
I believe it has hit the rim or somewhere in that vicinity first. As she drains both free throws.
Kanisha McElroy. 25 seconds left. Over to Yolanda Baines.
On
Shakidra. Linderica.
And a three.
In and
no
out.
Good. Off the backboard. So I'm assuming Northeast will have the last possession of the half here. Number 22 gets called for the double dribble. So our girls now have 3.3 seconds to do something with the ball and possibly tie it up before we go into halftime. Yolandria. Not a great pass there.
No good. We'll go to halftime with your Northeast Raiderettes leading 20 over the Putnam County Lady War Eagles 18.
Yes, sir. Again, I am Demetrius Woods, streaming live here from Putnam County High School here at the Eagles Nest. Again, we want to extend a thanks to Shoppers Pharmacy, Farmers and Merchants Bank, and Marble Works of Lake Oconee for their sponsorship. Alongside of me here is Michael Bachin. Running the scoreboard for you guys tonight is Bethany Thompson. Our technical producer is Tom Hirsch. On the cameras, we have Sam and another individual whose name, Dylan. And our wonderful queen dictator, Lindsay Chamberlain, over the whole 9 yards. So we will see you guys at the beginning of the third quarter. Demetrius Woods, over and out. And goes the buzzer. And we will start at the beginning of the second half as our girls jog out on the court. Awaiting them are the Northeast Macon Raiderettes. And we have both starting lineups on the floor for both squads as Raina Porter, number 11 of the Raiderettes, being defended by Elandria Baines over to the right side and trails out of bounds.
That should be your catchphrase, Demetrius.
Say what?
That should be your catchphrase.
What should be my catchphrase?
The whole goes the buzzer.
Like that? I thought that was pretty
I
cool.
like that. That was good. Kayla Butts drives up the lane, dishes it out to Brianna Mullins. Recollects stuff, takes a couple dribbles. Top of the key to Kayla. Goes up.
Butts with a drive.
No good. Gets a rebound. Up. No good. Doesn't get a rebound then. Girls quick to get back. Raina Porter bringing it up the court. Guarded tightly by Elandria Baines. I like that matchup there.
Porter with a three. Too far.
Kayla Butts. No, Brianna Mullins with the rebound.
Nope. Brittany Simmons. Brittany Simmons there with that rebound. Oh, yep, you're right. Brianna Mullins. Shakidra Ellison with
three.
a three.
It goes. No good. Brianna Mullins with the rebound. Up, fouled, and
one.
in. It'll send Brianna Mullins to the line once more.
Beautiful shot there.
It's going to be her fifth free throw of the night. She's currently 1 for 4, shooting 25% from the charity stripe. See if we can make it 2-6, which, by the way, is 3.33 repeating.
Nice. Is that the one with the little bar over the
Right,
three?
right.
I got you.
Will she make it an irrational number? No, she won't.
She doesn't.
Gets
She
her
does
on
get her on rebound. That's got to count for something, huh?
Yeah, it should. Double
As the teams are
team.
being doubled. Elandria wide open, and that leaves Brianna wide open as she goes in for the tough jumper. Does not fall. As Raina Porter going up court. There's a wide open man over here to your left. She trails down into the bottom of the paint. And a dangerous pass will be going the other way as Brianna Mullis trying to dribble as Marnisha right there finally gives up the ball. Coach Hudson getting a little passionate about that selfishness there by Brianna. The ball was off the foot of Northeast Macon, but they do call a backcourt violation. Hopefully they'll overturn this one. The referees getting together for a final verdict. And the ball will stay Northeast Macon's way. So Northeast Macon got away with one there as that ball was off the foot of, I believe, Shanice King, the inbounder here. And I believe Raina Porter knew it because she was looking a little guilty there. 22 with a three. Does not go. Kayla Butts with the rebound. Shakidra Ellison over to Marnisha. Back to Shakidra. Over to Kayla for the left-handed layup. Does not go. But big hustle there by Brianna, but stolen from Marnisha as Raina Porter from Northeast dishes it off to Kendra Green.
Takes it up. No good. Airballs the layup. It's going off Brianna Mullins' arm. Showing a little bit of discontent there with the ref, but it's going to remain Northeast Macon basketball.
So it's a 20-20 ball game here. So whoever scores the most points from this point on wins the ball game, obviously.
Right.
As that air ball sails out of bounds. And we'll head the other way of the fort. But what can you conclude from the first half? I mean, seeing all of the second quarter and the end of the first, what did you see?
I'd say both teams are pretty evenly matched up. I mean, I believe our Putnam side has a bit more depth on the bench. However, it's going to be a foul on Northeast Macon. I think I've seen less players come off Northeast Macon's bench as they have about half the amount of subs that we do. But in terms of skill, I'd say we're evenly matched in terms of starters. What about you, Demetrius?
Well, I can agree with that. I just feel that I don't know what to say. It's maybe nerves
Right.
or good defense because, I mean, it's a 2020 ball game, and we're almost halfway done with the third quarter. And our girls put up 59 points the other night
Right.
against Lamar County, which, not saying that Lamar County was bad at all because they had a substantial lead on our girls early on in that game.
Right.
But Kayla misses the free throw there.
Also to note, we had 17 points at the end of the first half of that game to end up go on and score 59 points.
Right. So that's about 42 points in the second half. As Marnisha with the offensive rebound, nice save there to Kayla. And Yolandria back over to Marnisha. So Yolandria will set it up top as she gets it up. Shakidra, Kayla fouled on the play there. So she'll head to the line for Putnam's 7th and 8th free throws and try to make our 2nd and 3rd of the night. We could be up by 5 right now with a couple of made free throws.
Right. Kayla Butts drains the first one, about to take her second. And off the back rim it goes. It's going to rebound to Northeast Macon. I'm glad you said that whole 2020 ball game. Whoever scores the most points from here on out wins the ball game. Stolen by Shakidra Ellison.
Shakidra Ellison
misses the layup,
but Marnisha cleans up the dirt there.
Right. That's Shakidra's second miss layup.
Wide open down here goes Kendra Green.
You see the full court press.
Shot is
a little
off.
bit of a disadvantage being undermanned.
Now Kayla Butts tried to cut up the sideline there. She got around Kendra Green but couldn't get around her own player. As we'll head back Northeast Macon's way. That was a costly error there. But a good effort to start the fast break.
Stolen
Shakidra gets another
again.
steal.
Down to
Yolandria Baines
back
over
to
to Shakidra. Nice move.
And Shakidra knows how to make that one. Full court press. Following.
It's a little uneasiness here in the crowd there. What do you suspect happened there down there, Michael?
I'm not too sure. Following the made shot, we jump into that full court press. And following the full court press, I believe Northeast called for a timeout just as the ball was inbounded. Just as the ball was inbounded, but Putnam County thought that the ball was fair game, and they did come up with a steal. However, the ball was overturned. All right, Demetrius, you know what I would love to see back a year ago? I would have loved to see Takiera Gibbs play a game of basketball.
Oh man, that would be great.
I've never, as for y'all that don't know, y'all listening in at home, Takiera Gibbs was the first female basketball player to be inducted into the inaugural Putnam County Hall of Fame, Putnam County High School Hall of Fame, along with other sports players such as Martez Waller, Jabril Crawford, Mary Catherine Clark. However, she would drop 50 points a game as number 30.
Kanisha
drains the three.
Drains that three. That's about 4 threes tonight for Northeast as we struggle to get across half court there. But what were you saying there about Takira?
I would just love to see her play back when we made it to the Elite Eight. The game that got us to the Elite Eight, Takira dropped 50 points. Blocked. Looked like a clean block.
Oh man, what a call there on the zebra stripes. Wow. That shot looked pretty clean to me.
Right. It looked like
shot block.
Yolandria had got the block off, but it's not the case. Instead, it'll send numero 14, Trains King, to the line for 2.
And
banks it off the glass.
Yeah, Takira Gibbs is currently at Central Georgia Tech getting her undergraduate degree. She's trying to pursue another career alongside of basketball that's currently unknown, but I know that she does want to play at a bigger school.
Right.
But from my knowledge, down at Central Georgia Tech in Macon, Georgia, for those of you who don't know the location, she's been doing great down there.
That's wonderful.
She's a big-time scorer, and she's really grown from her high school days. And
Right.
you know, quite frankly, that was hard to tell because she was an amazing ball player.
Right.
You know, when I see her, Marnisha Hurt gets her speed from Takira, I believe, because Takira was never, practically ever, slow about getting the ball up the floor. So Marnisha Hurt definitely reminds me of her because she always sped up the floor to beat the defense down there. And wide open down there is Marnisha. Couldn't handle the pass from Kayla.
Sails overhead. It's going to be Northeast making ball. And number 14, Trains King, brings it up the court.
As Yolandra Baines will be the inbound man.
3 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Your Putnam County Ward goes up 25-24.
Oh, wide open Shakidra. Can't make the layup there.
It was hard. She did have pressure coming on quickly.
Right. Kendra Green down in the paint. Gets it out to McElroy. McElroy over to what looked like Graham there. King back over to Graham. Back to King. Bounce pass to McElroy over to Green, out of bounds on Kayla Butts. So will remain Northeast basketball. And Kendra Green gets another foul there. She draws another one. Man, I'm not sure that was a foul or not.
Right.
Do you think so?
I think she got ball on that play. Maybe contact was drawn afterwards. However, I feel the block was clean and no foul should have been called. But instead, we're watching number 22, Kendra Green, go to the line for two. Misses her first one. See if she can convert on her second free throw opportunity. No good. Rebound to Marnisha Hurt, who brings it up the court with speed, trying to beat both defenders.
And this full court press is giving our girls a little bit of havoc as Kayla drives in for the high layup. Does not go. Almost stolen there by Shakidra from behind as McElroy gives it over to King, who will bring the ball up the floor. So it looks like this is Raina Porter's resting quarter, as she hasn't been in since early on in the half. Shakidra Ellison chases the ball out of bounds.
Kendra Green for three. No good.
Oh.
Off the foot.
Man.
Sloppy handwork.
That was Kiana McElroy there. Ball off her foot goes out of bounds as she had that offensive rebound. So Yolandra will bring it up the floor to try to extend this 1 point lead. It's been a 1 point lead for about the past 2 minutes, and Yolandra Baines draws, Kanisha McElroy draws the foul on Yolandra Baines, as Yolandra did not believe so. So Northeast has another opportunity to take the lead here before we enter fourth quarter. Now the clock is not moving currently, and it finally moves after about 8 or 9 seconds shaved, and that shot does not go. Put it back up.
Swatted away by
Green fouled and one.
Gives her an opportunity for a 3-point play, and that would put the Northeast Raiderettes up by 2. Brittany Simmons to check in. She converts the three-point play. It is now Raiderette basketball. By 2. Driving in hard off the glass, too hard. Ball's just sprouting around everywhere. No foul called. Yolanda Baines comes up with it, recollects it. Troublesome pass, knocked around a little bit, and eventually off Brianna Mullins. And it's going to be Northeast Raiderette ball.
As we, excuse me, Michael there. As we go into this timeout, we'd like to again thank our wonderful sponsors of Shoppers Pharmacy, Farmers and Merchants Bank, as well as Marble Works of Lake Oconee. Yeah, we're streaming live here at WESN, excuse me. I am Demetrius Woods.
I'm Michael Mitchell.
Yes, sir. That would be your name. It's 27-25, Northeast Macon with the lead here. As we're just under a minute before fourth quarter.
We streamed it live 2 games ago. Not Lamar County, but rather Bleckley County. And that game came down to the final seconds, I should say, of regulation.
Oh man, that
Demetrius, how do you feel this game might end up? We're down by 2. I do not know the Putnam County Lady War Eagles or Coach Jerusha Hudson to give up at any point.
Well, yeah, neither team has convinced me that they can take a lead and hold it right now. Our girls actually have had the biggest lead of 6 points in the entire ball game. So, quite frankly, I don't know if it was this. I don't know if. Let me guess. I don't think this game has as much energy as the Bleckley County game, as we tie that up there. But I feel like it is kind of back and forth, and this is a low-scoring game, so it's going to come down to who makes the most mistakes.
Open 3, but no good by number 15.
Green, no good. Another offensive rebound, and it goes. 5 seconds to get the ball up the floor. Marnisha Hurt, 2, up 1 heaves, and no good. As Northeast went on actually, it was a 9-9 quarter then. So
right.
Before halftime, it was 20-18. It's now 29-27. It's now 29-27 ball game as we head into the fourth quarter of play. What do you got, man? What do you got? Well, actually, wait a minute though. That Bleckley County game that we were referring to, wasn't there a 2 or 3 point lead for one of the teams? I believe going into halftime or going into the fourth quarter.
Right.
So this should be a big opportunity for somebody to take advantage of someone's mistakes.
Definitely Demetrius. And I'm looking forward to this last quarter of play, last quarter of this battle of the undefeateds. It's going to be number 12, Yolanda Baines, to inbound it for the Lady War Eagles. Shigidra Ellison over to Marnisha Hurt. Stolen. Corralled. Bad pass by number 30, Kanisha McElroy, but eventually drained by the Lady Raiders, the Raiderettes. It's now a 4-point deficit for the Putnam County War Eagles, but with 7.5 minutes left. Oh, hard foul on number 22, Marnisha Hurt. She'll go to the line for 2, and I remember a famous NBA player by the name of Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq Daddy.
A man who often described his free throw percentage, or who often had his free throw shooting defined as dismal, horrendous, coining the term hack-a-shack. He always said that he'd make the free throws when he needed to.
Sounds like a clutch performer there, huh?
He'd always make them when he had to, and that's what Marnisha Hurt just did, sinking both free throws.
Yolanda Baines playing some nice defense there on Raina Porter. Raina Porter going to her right as Kendra Green under. Oh, blocked there. Shakidra Ellison gets the ball out to Brittany Simmons, who goes all the way up the floor over to Yolandria. Can't drain the shot. Brittany back out to Yolandria. Can't drain the shot. And Marnisha is fouled on the play. So she will go back to the line for 2 more free throws. Our girls are 4 of 10 tonight, so shooting 40%. You know, that could be better. It has been better in the past.
In and out.
As we went, I believe 8 of 9 last game, or I think that was a Bleckley County game, but we also went close to that percentage, that high percentage, against Lamar County as well. So, it's been great to see our girls make free throws here as of late, but Marnisha misses both of those as McElroy with the ball in the corner, back out to Raina. Porter drives to her right. Man down, walking, and we will head to the opposite direction.
So Putnam County needed a quick transition, a quick way to change momentum. And we're going to see Marnisha Hurt pass it off to Shakidra Ellison, bring it up the court.
And that shot is drained. 31-all now. Our girls tie the ball game up. Oh, and we could have had a steal there. Yolandria, great defense, but heads northeast way.
Definitely looked like, to me, it went off of northeast.
Oh, man, that is 3 blown calls now on that went against our girls. But, you know, our girls are trained by, you know, the great coach Jerusha Hudson to not let things get to them, and they know how to handle adversity.
Right.
I don't know if they've faced it much this year.
Right.
Because we have had a lot of depth, but as of the past few years, you know, they've been able to handle adversity pretty well. So those blown calls may not affect our girls too much.
Right, I agree. It's our timeout by Northeast. And when we come back, it'll be 6.5 minutes left, 31-all.
And we're back on, guys, as Porter brings the ball across half court over to McElroy. Green was in good position there against Brianna, but she did not give it to her. As Porter falls to the floor, back over to Green. Our girls need to step back up into a good defense position. Nice block there by Brittany Simmons, but the offensive rebound is made. Another offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. And finally, our girls retrieve the rebound there as Brianna Mullis tries to go all the way up the floor and is stolen. Northeast Macon. Brianna is down on the floor on the opposite end of the court. She cannot get up. And walking call on Green. And that give our girls time to get Brianna Mullis back on the floor. I don't believe you guys can see her from your angle, those of you that are watching. But Brianna is down on the floor. She's getting assistance by one of our trainers there, as well as Coach Hudson, and she comes up with their assistance. She's walking off pretty much on her own will, so that's good to see. Did you catch what happened there?
She, as just in her full-on sprint to bring the ball to the court, she met 3 Northeast Macon. She was triple teamed, tripped up, and hit the floor pretty hard. By my understanding, got tripped up, and as the ball went in the opposite direction. Demetrius, what's going to happen if Brianna Mullins can't check back in?
Well, again, that's another form of adversity that our girls are facing tonight, along with multiple blown calls. But I think that we can rebound. I know she's a big asset coming from the free throw line, and we could definitely use her. But with 5.5 minutes to go, it's a tie ball game. It's a low scoring game. This has pretty much been a defensively led ball game throughout the entire course. So she is being replaced by
Kayla Butts, number 34.
Kayla Butts. So very dangerous pass there, and Kayla Butts with a contest and a walking call. Cynthia Booker, the head coach of Northeast, freaking out on the sideline over there. Completely disagrees with that call, as we did also. That was definitely a jump ball there for both squads, and if it did call a jump ball, it would have been Northeast ball. But instead, Putnam gets an opportunity to take a lead. Marnisha with a shot fake, pack shot there by Northeast defender. Dangerous pass, sailed out of bounds, and our girls are struggling to take the lead here, Bacon.
Right. I mean, like you said, this game is definitely being a defensive ball game. Low scoring by both teams' standards, to my knowledge. It's very defensive with defenders on the court. Yolandra Baines, the tall number 22, Kendra Green. I mean, when you give up shots like that, there's not much you can say about the score.
And Shakidra Ellison falls to the floor as she is fouled by multiple defenders, Kendra Green, and I believe Zalisha Graham, both starters for this Raiderette squad. So our girls are in the bonus, as this is a 1-and-1 possession. Again, explained earlier, if she makes the first, she gets a second shot. If she misses the first, both teams have the opportunity to rebound. And she misses, and she falls to the floor as Raina Porter, very good athleticism there, gets the pass off to her cohort, Graham, as they take a 2-point lead.
4.5 minutes left. Ooh, nice pass under two defenders. Two nice passes in quick succession, leading to bucket by Shakira Ellison.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see that move by Raina Porter? It is now 3-on-1. Kayla Butts fouled. She is fouled on the play. Now it is on the floor.
Yeah, it's a foul before the shot was taken, so the ball's going to be inbounded. It's going to be Raiderette basketball.
So she will not go to the line for that one. As Kiana Reed will come on the floor.
Set the check in for number 34, Kayla Butts, who I believe is starting to become in foul trouble.
Well, yeah, she had 2 fouls early on at the beginning of the game. I think that was her 4th foul, maybe.
Right.
So Coach Hudson definitely wants to save her. And
block.
Nice block there. Yolandra Baines up court. So is Brittany Simmons. The layup does not go. Kiana finishes. Can't finish. Foul on the play.
Raiderette basketball.
So we are halfway through this 4th quarter game. The battle of the undefeated. It may go down to the wire tonight, guys.
That foul does not put Northeast in the bonus. However, it's a close game. Anything can happen.
Raina Porter, the bad pass. Green handles it. And 3 seconds in the lane. Nice.
That was a slip up by Northeast, definitely. You can't just give up. You can't give up those types of possessions when the game is this close with 3.5 minutes left.
Absolutely not. And I think Raina Porter was onto something there. As Shakidra gets the ball across half court, she is fouled, and we will go to the line again. So 1-and-1. Both teams in major disagreements of the calls made by the refs
right
tonight. But I do believe that was a blocking foul there. Maybe I was a little biased on that one, but I do think it was a blocking call.
Up and
Shakira
no
does
good.
not make the shot, but rebounded. Pat
Blocked.
there. Raina Porter with the
Not
drives all the way in, but misses. And a jump ball. We will stay on this side of the floor. As I thought, Brittany
She
Simmons
had the ball.
clearly had
following
that.
the play. Great block on this side of the court. This game is starting to heat up.
And
No
no
good.
foul call there, but a foul call there as Kendra Green will go to the line for 2 shots.
That foul actually sends Northeast into the bonus with 3.5 minutes left, both teams in the bonus. As now I know what a 1-and-1 thing is, but she will go to the line for 2.
Yes, as this is a shooting foul.
Right.
So she misses the first.
Kendra Green's pretty tall.
Yeah, she looked tall when Brianna Mullis was on the floor.
Right.
And Brianna Mullis is our tallest defender. As she drains the second free throw. Now that was off the leg of a Northeast player, but no kickball called as a foul called, blocking on Marnisha Hurt. So Northeast with a 1-and-1 bonus.
It's going to send Porter to the line for 2. I haven't seen much out of her from the line. We'll see how this affects the game.
Well, she has proven to be a great facilitator.
Right.
We'll see how she does on the line here. And she
No
misses
good.
that one,
Rebound
so she
to
doesn't get the
Simmons.
second one. Marnisha Hurt. First pass is packed. Our girls have got to get back down the floor. We're trying to push too hard down there. Yolanda Baines.
Double team.
And a timeout call by head coach Booker.
That was a good time to call a timeout.
Yeah, it
Raina
was.
Porter literally had nowhere to go. Surrounded by Putnam County everywhere she looked.
All the defenders were covered there, so great call by head coach of Northeast Macon.
3 minutes left. Northeast up by 1.
So like I said, I believe this game may come down to defensive mishaps.
Right. That, I mean, just like we saw, the 3 seconds in the key, that led to a turnover. Definitely a huge component of the game thus far. You know what's good, Demetrius?
What's that?
Do you know the bakery Riles in Milledgeville?
Bakery Riles.
It's Riles. They have like those yellow smiley face cookies.
Oh, yes.
I like those.
What made you think of those?
I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself.
That's nice. Random piece of information there. As Kendra Green will inbound the ball to one of the McElroy sisters. Raina Porter at the top of the key. Yolanda Baines in her face. And a
good.
missed layup. Yolanda Baines with a rebound. Gets it out to Marnisha. As she is about to be double teamed. And a bad pass there will result in an easy layup. Whoa, and it's missed. Now, I would say that's a good foul there.
Right,
I
right.
mean, there was a missed shot, and it was 2-on-1 basically. And Brittany Simmons basically comes up behind the player and bumps her to result in a missed layup there. So now this will make Raina Porter earn her shots.
Right, definitely.
As this is a 1-and-1. I thought that was a shooting foul, but the referees just showed that it was a 1-and-1 basket. And she misses this one, but offensive rebound goes to Green, and the shot
Almost
is no
a nice
good.
turnaround. Just sloppiness on Putnam County's side. They can't seem to just sound off and tell them who's got the rebound, who's got what. That led to the turnover.
It's got to be more communication there.
Right.
And Porter with the pass inside goes to Green,
It'll send Green to the free throw line.
but I think he signaled that it was on the floor, so maybe a 1-and-1 again. Oh, nope. It will be 2 shots. So it was a shooting foul. So this could put the Raiderettes up by 3. There's been no lead larger than 2 in the last 4 minutes of this ball game.
When Derica Brundage checked this in for Putnam County. Number 25 seemed to have forgotten it was a 1-and-1. It was not a 1-and-1.
She got a little rebound happy there.
And here comes Brianna Mullins checking back in following her injury.
Great. She seems to favor that knee a little bit as she's walking back to the bench for this timeout call. As this is a timeout, we'll take a break with you up here. We have 2:11 on the clock, guys.
We're back. Demetrius, your turn.
Sorry, guys, that our floor director distracted me there. But anyway, we're back, and Green will shoot her free throw. And neither one of her free throws go, so they're still up by 1 as we're closing in on about 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Marnisha Hurt over to Linderica. The 3 does not go, but the offensive rebound goes to Brittany Simmons over to Kayla Butts, who gives the ball up. Raina Porter. Oh, my goodness, a lot of high bounces there. And a rebound goes to Kayla.
The layups. Rebound to Kayla Butts rushing up the court. It's going to slow it down, maintain possession. Look to make this possession count.
Linderica to the inside to Kayla. And off the knee of Kayla. And it will go the other way.
A minute and a half left in this 1-point ball game. Battle of the undefeateds. Right here in the Putnam County Eagles Nest.
2 powerhouses going head-to-head tonight, guys. 1-point ball game as we head in on about a minute and a half. A crazy pass from Porter. Wide open shot. Does not go. The offensive rebound. Green with a lay-in. 36-33 ball game for Northeast. Brittany Simmons, the shot, no good.
No good.
So Raina Porter is going to slow this ball game down as we had it just under a minute to go in this ball game. No need to foul yet. Raina Porter milking time off the clock with her moves as they're going to hold this ball for as long as they possibly can. As this is becoming a 30-second possession, gives the ball up, back out. She's got a foul. She's got a foul right now. And she does. So that will send Raina Porter to the line for a 1-and-1 shot opportunity.
And I understand this is high school. We don't have a shot clock, but what do you say about being up by a 3-point game? This is such a hotly contested battle by 2 powerhouse teams. What is it to milk the clock a minute in, which would be 2 guaranteed possessions in any 24-second shot clock situation?
Well, you know, I mean, a lot of people think that's no fair. You know, you shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. But number 25 again, she's just rebound happy crazy out there, man. She is going after it. Anyway, there is no shot clock, but in all honesty, you're trying to win the ball game here.
Right.
This is a big game for both teams, and you don't want to give that other team another opportunity to score another basket. So Porter misses both free throws as our girls have got to hurry to score
Do
quick.
you go for the 2 or the 3?
And it will remain whoa. Okay. It will remain Putnam basketball. I did think that ball was off the Alondra's hands.
That's what I saw, but maybe some. Do you go for the 2 or the 3 here, Demetrius?
I go for the 2 and try to get a quick defense, maybe a 3 now. As that ball is off the mark there, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Raina Porter fouled hard on the sideline there by Marnisha Hurt.
Surprised she doesn't get teed up for that one. That was a pretty tough foul.
That was a hard foul, and a little controversy there.
Right.
A few words down there between Hurt and Porter, as it was a technical foul, so she will go to the line alone. And I'm not sure if Northeast gets the ball back after the free throws. So she will get 2 as she drains the first. Again, guys, you can log back on as the second free throw is missed. You can log back on and watch the guys' game after this one. And there's a timeout call by Coach Jerusha Hudson. So 9 seconds to go here. Both teams in the bonus. A 4-point ball game in the battle of the undefeateds. Your head coach, Hudson, what do you tell your team?
I don't know. That's some pretty big shoes. There's 9 seconds left. The great Reggie Miller, the former leading NBA, former NBA leader in 3 points made, recently surpassed by Ray Allen, made 9 points in 9 seconds by sinking 3 consecutive threes. But in this situation, if I go for the 3, you just go for the shot, hope it goes in, and you regain possession. I know that we run that full court press following a shot. Maybe that'll make the difference here.
Yeah.
That is if we can get the ball now.
So now the ball is, she's got a foul here. Somebody's got a foul. And they foul her with 5.3 seconds to go. So it was Northeast basketball after those 2 free throws.
Right.
And our girls are facing what might be their first region loss of the season. And they will be held.
These teams
under
do
40
meet
points
again February 5th in Northeast. And maybe Putnam can seek some revenge because it's starting to look like this one might be under wraps, Demetrius.
Yeah, I agree, man, as that free throw there was just made by number 15's Alicia Graham. The second one is not made, but out of bounds. But it will be Putnam ball. So 5 seconds to go in a 5-point possession ball game. Yolanda Banks is going to dribble it up the floor, and Kayla Butts heaves it up. And that will conclude this ball game, guys. Not used to ending the girls' basketball game with a loss, but it is true. Northeast Macon did come away with the win. 38-33 win tonight. Bajan, any final thoughts on this game?
Just a very hotly contested game by both undefeated teams. But, I mean, a lot of mishaps, a lot of controversy, definitely a couple laps in communication. But that's not to take away. Northeast Macon did come out on top, and I'm impressed by both sets of teams tonight.
Right, I do think Raina Porter was a big asset to the squad tonight, as she really took a hold of the point guard position and made it her own. So hopefully our girls can learn from this loss. We were not hot from the line tonight, as we usually are.
Right.
We went 4 of 10 tonight, so that's 6 free throws that we missed, and we lost by 5 points. So I hate to have to point that out, but hopefully we can rebound this Friday night against Monticello. Our girls looking to start their winning streak back up on the road. Again, we thank our sponsors, Shoppers Pharmacy, Farmers and Merchants Bank, and the Marble Works of Lake Oconee. You will have me, Demetrius Woods, and Michael Bachin with you guys for the boys game in about 15 to 20 minutes, as they're coming on the floor now. So guys, tune back in, and we will see you guys momentarily.